Okay, this next segment I'm going to entitle The People of Uruk and Their Change of Heart. What do we mean by that? Well, when we look at the Epic of Gilgamesh, we find that at first the people of Uruk were upset with their king. They were upset with Gilgamesh, and they prayed to the gods. They said, please send us someone. You know, they couldn't stand Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh was doing horrible things to the people, sleeping with the women that belonged to other men, fostering armies by taking young boys from their fathers. And so Anu said to Aruru to create again in the image of Gilgamesh, Gilgamesh who was patterned after the god of war Ninurta. So Enkidu is formed, and he's in the forest living. But in the meantime, Gilgamesh keeps having these dreams. He keeps sensing that there's some rival, something is different, something's upset in the very fabric of the land. So he senses Enkidu. The interesting thing is that Enkidu, in the meantime, is craving a friend. So we have these two, it's almost like magnets. They're being drawn to each other, but they don't know of each other's existence yet. When they come together, we know that they fight. But what does all of this have to do with the change of heart in the people of Uruk? At first, the people of Uruk did not want Gilgamesh as their king. He was an unjust ruler who had no boundaries. But then we find after Gilgamesh and Enkidu got together, Enkidu was able to tame something in Gilgamesh. And when the two went off to battle Humbaba, the people of Uruk said, wait a minute, Gilgamesh, be careful. They said, let Enkidu lead the way. Let him take the risks. So we find that their heart has changed, that now they're more sensitive toward Gilgamesh. And then we find later, after Enkidu's death, Gilgamesh is given the instruction to teach the people of Uruk how to mourn. And you've got to realize that in order for there to be a learning type of environment, there has to be some type of a connection between the two. So the fact that this king Gilgamesh was now able to teach his people, that it shows that essentially they would respect him, they would respect his position, because the god Shamash decreed that he was going to teach them. But we find a little bit more. Another evidence of Gilgamesh's heart change toward his people, not only in teaching his people, but also when he finds the plant of eternal life, he wants to bring it back to the people of Uruk. So not only have the people of Uruk's heart changed toward their king Gilgamesh, but we see that Gilgamesh's heart has changed toward his people.